Gold, the official podcast from Purity for Life. Each week, we'll explore a variety of topics related to discipleship, marriage, parenting, and so much more. Our goal is to help you become fully devoted followers of Jesus Christ. Now, here's Frank.
So, felt like today I wanted to start something new, it's sort of something new. It's not really something new. It's something that I've tried to do in the past. So like in the past, whenever I felt myself discouraged or frustrated or anxious even, I found for me one of the greatest ways to kind of get myself out of that place and sort of outside of my world, you know what I mean? Like you're in the inside of your head, is to encourage someone. Right, is to reach out to somebody, to think about someone who is in need, someone who is just needs encouragement. And so I've done that in the past. It's been really, really helpful. And so today, as I was thinking about Mom, I started to think about her, and I allow myself to sort of feel those feelings, right? Like I miss Mom, I think about her memories and stuff and give thanks, just begin to give thanks for her and just some memories and stuff. But I find myself in a place where I don't want those feelings and thoughts to go down a negative path either. And, and go into a place of, negativity or sadness or depression or just, despair or anything like that. So, I think about people in my life that I can encourage, right? People that I can reach out to, people that I love, my family, friends, people from church, my church family, and anyone around me who needs encouragement. And so I think that's sort of a key right there, because it's sort of like giving back everything that you've been given, right? I was given, so I just take something like, my own mom, I was given someone for 62 years. Well, I was given someone for 39 years that I knew, and she was a gift, right? She was a gift to me. She encouraged me, and so I want to take that and take what that stood for, and that thanks and that gratitude, and I want to give that back, right? I want to give that to someone else, and so it helps me to be able to encourage someone else who needs encouragement. Rather than staying in a place of, certainly we can remember, right? And we can miss someone. But if we stay there too long, I think sometimes we can go into like despair mode, right? And so anyway, scripture I wanted to read was a passage that our pastor shared this past Sunday at church. And he was talking about how God is a God who is generous, right? Generosity is within the nature of God. It's not just something God does. He doesn't just like dole out blessings. Generosity is literally woven into his nature and who he is. And so there's a really cool passage in 1 Chronicles 29 where this is actually David who's giving praise to God, and it's sort of a prayer, but it's praise as well. And so he's proclaiming this in the presence of the whole assembly of people, and he says this is really great. Verse 13, "O our God, we thank you and praise your glorious name. But who am I and who are my people that we could give anything to you? Everything we have has come from you, and we give you only what you first gave us." So that's the first really cool part. Then it says, we are here, verse 15, "We are here only for a moment, visitors and strangers in the land as our ancestors were before us. Our days on earth are like a passing shadow, gone so soon without a trace. O Lord our God, even this material we have gathered to build a temple to you, to honor your holy name, comes from you. It all belongs to you." That's a really key thought here. It all belongs to you. "I know, my God, that you," and this is really important, "I know, my God, that you examine our hearts and rejoice when you find integrity there." And so let me just stop there and just say this, that David is actually acknowledging that all that we have, everything that I have in my life comes from the Lord. Everything that he's given me, the life that he's blessed me with, it comes from him. It comes from the Lord. And so we can't even give him anything back that he's actually already given to us first, right? So what he sees, so what it's all about, it's not about what is in your wallet, right, to be able to give back to him. It's not about what your bank account says to be able to give back to him. It's not your reputation or what you can do or your gifts. It is literally about what is inside of your heart. And I think that's what verse 17 says. I know, my God, that you examine our hearts and rejoice when you find integrity there. The Lord cares more about your heart and what's inside of you than what you're able to give and what's in your wallet or what's in your bank account or what's in your portfolio or whatever you have to offer him. And so what he cares about is the state of your heart. What he cares about is what the inside of my heart, the inside of my house, right, looks like. Are there rooms that I'm keeping from him? Are there closets that need to be cleaned out? Are there areas inside of my heart that I'm like, hey, I don't want you in this place. I don't want you on this side of the house. I don't want you on this corner of the house, you know? What is in your heart? That is what God looks after. And so I love that David offers this praise here. And he basically says, everything, God, that you've given me is first from you. And so I know what you care about most in my life is right here. It's the integrity of my heart. And so I've been thinking on that passage a lot, thinking about, my life and how that applies to me, obviously. And so I'm just giving thanks to God for my mom today. I'm thinking a lot about her and missing her and remembering her. But in the midst of that, while I think about her and give thanks for her life, I'm thinking of other people. I'm thinking of others who really could use the kind of encouragement that I've received and the kind of love that I have received in my life. And especially over the last month or so, especially over the last month and a half and the season that we've been walking through. And so I just hope that's an encouragement. It's like I said, it's a little bit of, I kind of called it transparency time. I know it's kind of a goofy name, but it is. It's just a little time for me to jump on here and share some thoughts and kind of some things that I'm wrestling with and thinking through and processing and thanking the Lord for. I just thank God for his word and the way his word encourages us and speaks to us, right? His word, this is his word. This is his voice that he speaks to us through. So bless you all today. I hope that's encouraging to you. That's 1 Chronicles 29. If you want to look it up, 1 Chronicles 29, 13, verse 13 to verse 19. It would be really great for you to read that before bed tonight, just to give yourself a kind of a recharge in your heart that we have been given so much. And there is nothing that we can give back to the Lord that he hasn't already given us. But what we can give him is our hearts. We can give him everything inside, because that's what he cares about most. He cares about the state and the life of your heart. What's going on in there?
Thanks for listening to Pure Gold, the official podcast from Purity for Life. Don't forget to visit our website for additional content, including our entire podcast archive, articles, links, and videos to help encourage you on your journey. All of this and much more can be found at pflhome.com. You can also follow us on social media through Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We would love to hear from you.